Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're going through a werewolf game that we play on our Zoom channel from the Dice Tower Werewolf Facebook group. This is actually not a part two, but it's the second game of this I played. Earlier this week we posted one of these videos. This is with a completely different group of people, but the exact same perimeters. But this one is going to play out very differently, and you'll see why almost from the beginning. Let's get into it. All right, everyone, let's get started. Welcome to Werewolf Late Edition on some Sunday in August in the year 2020. We are going to be playing here, and so I'm assuming if you're here with me today that you already know how to play and or you watched one of our playthroughs. If not, we'll just catch you up as we go through. So we have 20 people here today. We are going to be playing with an indeterminate amount of werewolves. You'll have to figure out how many as the game goes by. We're going to play with the Sasquatch. The Sasquatch will turn into a werewolf if a night goes by where nobody votes to kill a day goes by where no one votes to kill anyone. If that happens, the Sasquatch, if they're still alive, and they become a werewolf. We're playing with the Hunter. The Hunter, if you get killed, you become you can immediately pick one other person, and that person also dies. Apparently, we now have 21 people. I'm not saying Larry's late or anything. We have the Lycan. Now, the Lycan's a little bit different in this game. The Lycan, if the Seer looks at the Lycan, the Seer will think they're a werewolf. Problem is, if you're a Lycan, I'm going to tell you you're a villager. You just don't know how hairy you are. So, you don't know you're a Lycan. So the Seer might say, I know for sure you're a werewolf, and you're like, then I must be the Lycan. That's your defense, essentially. This is what y'all get for metagaming again in the Facebook group. I do read the threads. We're going to play with the bodyguard. Each night, the bodyguard will get to defend somebody. And that you can defend yourself. You have to defend a different person each night. I realized that I should have mentioned that last night, but the bodyguard died so quickly it didn't matter. But if the werewolves attack that person is safe. We're playing with the Seer each night. The Seer can ask me if somebody is a werewolf or not. I'll tell you they're a werewolf or no, they're not. We're playing with Frankenstein. Frankenstein becomes the Seer and the bodyguard and the Hunter when they get killed. Unless, of course, Frankenstein's killed first. And I will tell you, so watch your text messages if you are Frankenstein. And we're playing with the Tanner, the poisoned Tanner, which means if the villagers kill the Tanner wins. They're not the only person to win. We continue on with the game, but the Tanner wins, and one random villager is killed. If the werewolves kill the Tanner becomes a werewolf, and then they must win or lose with the werewolves. And then we got someone who's going to be drunk the first two nights, and you won't know what you are. I'll tell you you're a villager. And then day 3, I'll say, this is what you really are. It still might be villager. Let me go down now through the people in the game. Oh, and I got one more thing coming, but we'll find out about that a bit later. Eric. I got Nick. I got Doug. Got Jigsaw. Sounds very positive. Jesse. Paul. Katrina. Is it Kenton?
Yes.
Jenny, Nam, Sonia, Jordan, Matt, Matthias,
Hi.
Manny, Spencer, Francisco, Laura, Ben, Crystal, and Larry. Alrighty, I'm going to be randomizing rolls and then giving them to you. This will take a bit, so feel free to talk amongst yourselves and start accusing people even though you have no information.
There's no old hag?
There's no old hag. I change up my rolls in each game so that I try to play with a different combo every time so that we don't get too comfortable.
Perfect.
How many drunks did you say?
There is one drunk. I play my tricks once, maybe.
14.
Sorry,
That would
I've
be
got a
really
question.
funny. I don't think I could do it.
Sorry, I was wondering if Frankenstein becomes, for example, the Seer, he can become another character after that. Like if a hunter dies, he can become another character after becoming, for example, a Seer.
That's
Or
correct.
he will always take that character.
He could be, and this happened in a game that we played. He could be the Seer, bodyguard, and the hunter all at the same time. That does not mean you'll win. I know this for sure. If Kyle was here, he would tell you.
Can you run through the poison tenor one more time? I was taking notes. I missed the last half. After he gets killed by the werewolves, what happens?
He becomes a werewolf.
He becomes a werewolf. Okay.
So if the werewolf...
Just to clarify, you said the bodyguard needs to save somebody new each night. They can go back to somebody as long as it's not on a consecutive night, correct?
Yes.
And they can protect themselves.
That is correct. All right, I have everyone's roles. I'm going to start texting them to you. This will take a bit. But if you're watching this, I always do roles randomly, so you can never say, oh, well, Tom likes or doesn't like this person, so he would therefore make them this. Did you say, what would that say, Nick?
Werewolf.
Werewolf. Their castle.
I thought it said Teen Wolf. That is a role in the game.
Teen Wolf? Wow.
The Teen Wolf's a tricky one. If you play with Teen Wolf, they're a werewolf, but they have to say the word werewolf during the day some point or they die.
Man.
Which makes everyone try not to say the word werewolf at all. Which really messes the game up a little bit.
That sounds hilarious. We'll get there. We'll get to November and be like, all right, let's step this up a notch.
I don't know if that's stepping it up.
I'm not saying they're that thing. I'm just saying they're very hairy.
Oh, Larry, I'm burying all the. I'm nothing personal anymore. We're good.
How about Jesse?
What was that?
I said, how about Jesse?
We'll find out.
Okay.
All right.
I accepted your apology, Larry. Thank you. It was good.
No problem.
If you die the first night, then I'm a werewolf.
Everyone listen to that. If I'm dead first day, go after Jesse. I'm definitely
Good tactic for the werewolves, then.
I know, right? I'm dead the first night. It's done. Now we know if I don't die, Jesse's werewolf.
What is going on?
He metagamed it.
Sorry, Tom.
We had a game the other night, and it got down to me and Damien and Larry, and I had to throw a Hail Mary, and I tripped up on the facts.
I heard it. I knew it. I was like, oh.
Everyone should have their role. Just double check. If you didn't get one, let me know.
You handled it really well, though, Jesse. You stuck with it. You didn't waver, and you were just straight.
I had to double down.
Yeah.
Exactly. You did exactly what you had to do in that moment.
Yeah. Well, it was not quite a Tom Brady moment, but it was close.
It was a tough spot.
It was.
Alrighty. Well, I thought I just muted everything. There we go. All right, everyone. We're going to start with night number 1. So I need everyone to close their eyes. We're going to get a couple things done here. Let me write a few things down while you all get situated. Alrighty, this is a very entertaining village. It is the launching ground for a spaceship that's going to go find another spot, except then the company decided that your town was not a very useful one, so they moved away. So you have all these buildings and no one works in them, and there's a lot of unemployed people and a lot of infighting and stuff. But hey, so I'm coming here, and I'm that guy, if you ever seen that George Clooney movie, who goes around and fires people. And that's me, so no one likes me. I'm here to fire a bunch of people. In fact, all of you were fired. Great. So we're going to start here tonight. So everyone with their eyes closed, except we'll start here with the werewolves. The werewolves could look at me and each other, so you will know who the other werewolves are. All right, thank you. Close your eyes. All righty, Seer, if you could look at me and tell me who you would like to know about. All righty, good morning, everybody. Good morning. So you all come and you find me dead, killed by werewolves. And not any of you are sad and think, in fact, you think I deserved it. But at the same time, you wonder that might not be good for the village as a whole. So there's that. However, even worse, the blood of my kill has attracted the chupacabra. All right, so there is a chupacabra. I just texted one of you that you're not a villager, but you're actually the chupacabra. So let me explain a little bit about how the chupacabra works. Survive the night. The chupacabra is another team. The chupacabra is also going to have a time at night where they will open their eyes and they will tell me who they would like to kill. However, they can only kill werewolves. So if they pick somebody at night who is a villager, that person will not die. In the morning, I will tell you who died overnight. I could tell you that a villager died, a werewolf died, or both. So there's that good news. The chupacabra, if the seer asks me about them, I'm going to tell them that they're not a werewolf. If the werewolves target a chupacabra, the werewolves will not be able to kill them. They're too powerful. The werewolves will need to kill the chupacabra during the day in a vote. That's how you do it. Once all the werewolves are dead, the chupacabra can then start killing villagers at night. If the chupacabra kills the tanner becomes a chupacabra. If the werewolves kill the tanner becomes a werewolf. If the villagers kill the tanner dies. But also, one of the villagers randomly dies. So, if there are not deaths at night, you can assume that the bodyguard was successful. The bodyguard can also defend against the chupacabra. You don't want to, but if you defended the werewolf against the chupacabra, so be it. So the bodyguard might have successfully defended at night. The tanner might have been killed. The chupacabra might have killed somebody who was not a werewolf. Figure it out. Also, don't forget, someone's drunk, and it's possible that they are one of the roles in the game, and they don't know it until turn 3. Today's day 1. Who do you want to kill?
Well, that sounds cool.
Any other questions about the chupacabra before we start?
Wow. That sounds really cool.
If the chupacabra kills the tanner, does the chupacabra die? Because he's the poison tanner?
No, they like the tanner. They convert the tanner. There will then be 2 chupacabras, and they're on the team.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
That is what happened in the last game, actually.
You are an evil man.
I know it.
If the village kills the tanner, can the chupacabra be one of the people that dies?
No.
Okay.
It will be a villager.
How does the chupacabra win?
By killing everyone. It almost happened in the last game.
So basically like a renegade and Bang.
Yes,
werewolves first, then the rest of us.
Can the chupacabra choose to not kill anyone?
Yes.
So now we have to choose who we want to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome. Who looks guilty? Who killed me? I'm very annoyed.
Or we could kill nobody, but if we don't, then Sasquatch becomes a werewolf.
Is there anybody that wants to start off the game by saying that they're a Sasquatch?
Playing from the Jason Levine handbook, I see.
It is a strategy.
He's over there applauding you off camera.
But has it been useful for you guys to reveal who's a Sasquatch?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
The first time it was bad, but after we learned how to not be silly about it, I feel like it got better. But
it really depends on.
It depends on the hunter as well, right? To know when to protect him.
Right, and it depends on who you play with and how the game evolves. That's all.
Well,
How's
it's
this
up to the
town
Sasquatch.
feeling? Is the Sasquatch going to be safe?
Sasquatch could
Only
also be
time will
drunk.
tell, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I would say it depends on the hunter to protect him, because he's the only one we can trust.
Sasquatch could also be drunk.
That is also true.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
So who are we nominating?
It's all body language right
It's
now.
the first
and-
night. I mean, first day. I'll give you a little bit more time than normal.
Wow.
Who has the most facial hair?
Yeah.
It's Larry. It's Larry.
I don't like that requirement.
Oh, Larry.
Looks like Jesse
I'm
does
not
have
a
it
fan.
out
I'm not a fan. Jesse, let's be friends.
Was Spencer the one who recommended that?
Oh, who? What? What I recommend?
Facial hair?
Or who has less hair on their scalp? I think.
There you
was it?
go.
Oh.
That'll work.
You
What's
want to
Nom,
win
what's
that,
Nom
Spencer.
have to say? I'm very curious about his opinion right now.
Yeah, none.
Mm.
he's
Nom, can
pretending
you
to
hear
not
us?
hear us.
Just.
Oh, no.
Just dead stare.
Yeah, another verse?
Is this that role that can't talk?
Is that in the game?
Nom, can you not hear us?
Oh, okay. I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just ignore
What
me.
were you
Saying?
Oh, we were just
I'm
wondering
just-
what your opinion is this early in the game.
I'm just observing the game. I think I'm starting with no, I will not reveal my strategies because I don't want to get killed during the night. But I'm starting with the 4 women in the game. I mean, this kind of metagaming, but like, what's the odds of not having the werewolf in those 4 women? I think at least one of them has to be werewolf. So
Oh my.
that's the 4 I'm focusing on.
Oh wow.
I've never heard that strategy before.
But by that logic, wouldn't it be like way more better odds to kill a man?
He was
It would be
looking at the
equivalent.
screen. He
It's
was looking at the,
percentages.
yeah. He was looking at the screen as if reading a menu. That's all I can say. That's why he was kind of
DoorDash.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I didn't
Is
expect
Crystal
that.
playing? I didn't have her on my list.
Yeah, I was on the list.
yeah. He introduced her, read her name at the beginning.
Oh, hello. I thought we only had 20. I'm sorry.
It's
Matt, it
21.
looks like you're trying to talk. You're muted.
I came in late.
I was just saying that Crystal and Larry were the last 2 that were added to the game at the end.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I just saw Larry.
I have a question for Spencer.
Oh, I love answers.
All right, you ready? Well,
Yes.
We'll see if we love your answer.
Okay.
Why do you feel that Jenny is suspicious?
What?
Because of the headphones.
Okay.
Ah, crap.
Good to know.
Better watch out for Larry.
These headphones.
He's gonna hate on headphone wearers.
These headphones came from the corner store. They're 100% from the village. I don't know.
So
what
they're
else to
not
tell
they're
you.
not souvenirs from the spaceship
No.
shop.
No.
I imagine we all stole from the company when we got fired.
Sure. That's where this pen came from, and
My stapler. Where's my stapler?
Your swing line.
So,
Yes.
so is the Sasquatch going to come out? That's the question. Or are they drunk?
Do we have any other roles that could show?
Well, the Seer, that wouldn't be
we
very.
can only come out
Wouldn't be very
certain-
smart, though.
No,
Not right
no.
now. That's too early.
Who just said that? Usually we kill whoever says Seer should reveal. Who was that?
That was Spencer.
I didn't say
Spencer.
anything.
That was Spencer.
I just said.
I'm gonna take my husband and throw him under the bus.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Gotta keep that rivalry around.
So if the Sasquatch is drunk and we don't kill anyone, he becomes a werewolf. Even though
If
he's
the
drunk.
Sasquatch is drunk and you don't kill anybody, he doesn't become a werewolf until day 3.
Until he sobers
Oh.
up.
Basically.
Low odds, but it's
he or she.
All right, Nick, you asked someone to
Yes.
kinda
Ask me.
explain what was going on. What are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking that there are a few people who are really holding like a freeze frame stance, and that bugs me. Paul and Matthias. Matthias.
Yeah.
Yes, right there.
Matthias.
Yeah. Okay, so
That's all I feel right now.
This is my first game of Werewolf, so I'm just kind of observing for a bit.
Okay.
That's all right.
I'm new
Dig
to
it.
it.
Also, Doug, I watched how you played last time, Doug. You were like just under the radar till all the way to the end.
That's true.
Very smooth.
Villagers are quiet by nature.
Well, then I'll back Nick up. I nominate Matthias.
All right, we
Don't
have a
blame me.
nomination for Matthias. Do I have a second for that?
I'll second it.
All right, Eric seconds it. Matthias, what's your defense?
I'm just a villager. It's my first game, and English is my second language, so you have to take that into account. So I'm just a villager.
Could I ask Matthias another quick question?
Yeah.
If would you possibly be a villager with a special power, possibly, or just a villager?
No, just a villager.
Okay.
All right, we're voting for Matthias. Put your thumbs like this.
Just
And
possibly.
I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. This is if you want him to live. This is if you want him to die. If you wait a long time before voting, people will not believe you if you say it's a lag. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, Jesse, Katrina, and
Wait,
They're lagged.
They're legit was lag for me.
Jesse and Katrina are the only 2 people to vote down. Matthias, you're fine. That's vote number 1, folks.
Who was the two downs?
Jesse and Katrina.
Yes, and Katrina. He was pretty convincing.
So should we
Eric, what
question
was-
them about their motives?
Mm-hmm. I think it's a great idea.
I wanted to ask Eric what his what about what Matthias said swayed you, because you seconded the vote and then you voted to keep him alive.
I like to get things going, and I like to see and hear people. So we hadn't heard from him, and I thought it was an opportunity to hear from him and keep the ball rolling.
And we can get back to him later.
Hey, Nick, that cat running around behind you is suspicious. Is that
It's
your
a cat.
snack?
It's a cat. It's my familiar.
I was thinking the same thing there, Jigsaw.
Yeah.
Do I have another nomination?
It was sketchy.
Jesse, why did you vote down?
Well, I think just I was looking at his facial expressions, and even when he was saved, he kind of like looked up in like a huge sigh of relief. And I'm noticing his camera keeps kind of bobbing. I just figure that's probably, a little tell.
Did you say tail, like a werewolf tail, or a tail?
Oh, like when you're playing.
That's what I heard.
The tail.
How southern do you think he is? Do I have another nomination?
It's a telltale.
Okay, I'll nominate Katrina.
All right, Matthias is nominating Katrina. Do I have a second for that?
So vindictive.
Who seconded that? Francisco?
Oh.
No, Nam did.
No, I'm dead.
All righty, Katrina, what's your defense?
Well, the reason I voted to kill Matthias is because he looked up to the corner after he was like, "Oh, I'm not a werewolf," and then he looked up there. So that's why I voted for him. But I'm just a villager, so.
All right, voting for Katrina. This is vote number 2. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, so we have Eric and Jigsaw and Matthias and Ben and Nam and Larry voting down. That's not enough, though. So, Katrina, you're still alive. That was vote number 2.
Okay.
And dog number 1.
We
So
might
no
have
one-
a Sasquatch soon.
No one's coming forward as a Sasquatch, correct?
Does not appear so.
Seems that way.
Which is fine. I'm not going to judge anybody for.
No, I agree.
Well, I think the odds are that there's a good chance the Sasquatch is drunk.
Is drunk? I don't think there's good odds at all.
There's an odd, but maybe not good.
So, are we nominating to not kill anyone?
I mean, if we rush to kill a villager, then it's just as bad as gaining a werewolf. As one of the few people to be a Sasquatch and survive and win on the villagers team, it was just. I've seen the game where the steamroller, there were 4 people in a row who died as villagers because they needed to kill someone. And that's just not always the best strategy to have going in.
Yeah,
I nominate to not kill anyone.
All right, is there a second for that?
I'll second that.
I'll second that.
All righty.
Third.
So we're voting on this to not kill anyone. Now, if this fails, that's not the third vote of the night, then we can still nominate someone else. Okay. All right, so this means you want to go to sleep without killing anyone. This means you want to kill someone. All right? Or not necessarily you want to kill someone, but yeah. All right. Ready?
Majority wins?
Huh?
This is majority as well?
Sure.
Okay.
So wait, thumbs down is
Thumbs down is kill. Thumbs up means go to sleep. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Sorry.
Close, but we're going to sleep without killing anyone. So if there is a Sasquatch, you are now a werewolf. Good night, everybody. All righty. Well, that was a very democratic first day. No death and destruction. Maybe there's not a werewolf after all. But just in case, bodyguard, who would you like to defend tonight? Somebody is not. There we go. Thank you. All right. Werewolves, including the new Sasquatch, if there was one. Thank you. Go to sleep. All right. Chupacabra. I'm sorry, Chupacabra. Who would you like to try to kill? It only works if they're a werewolf, though. Thank you. And Seer. Who would you like to know about? Alrighty, good morning, everybody. What a night. Good news, only one person died. Bad news, it was a villager. Larry, fastest game for you yet.
Larry, no.
All right, Larry was a villager. We'll see you later, Larry. All right, who would have killed Larry?
So it didn't.
Hey, that was a joke at the beginning. Let me get that out. They heard.
Sure was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I feel really bad for Larry. I don't think
Guilty
he deserved that.
conscience, man.
I know, right?
No, you should have been in the last game. Like,
Well, I think we can all agree that no one deserved to die from the werewolves.
The mayor did.
Well,
I
yeah,
can't-
okay, I did. Thanks. But
I don't know enough information about
The
that.
dead mayor is sharing that.
So it didn't occur to me till after we went to sleep, but actually having the Sasquatch convert to a werewolf, the Chupacabra is even better because the Chupacabra now has a better chance of hitting a werewolf during the night.
Yeah, that's
But they missed last night.
Missed last night.
Yeah, but first night's going to be real iffy in terms of percentages.
So with how difficult it is to actually figure out who a werewolf is, if you add one more, then that's way worse because then you have to find more in order to win, and it's already really difficult to narrow it down.
Yeah, but we have the villagers and the Chupacabra trying to narrow down the werewolves. So it doesn't matter, there's 3 to 5 werewolves, I would assume. That's Watson. He's very helpful.
It's also more targets for the Seer as well to possibly get lucky and get a werewolf.
Yeah, we also have to remember how the Lycan's working in this one. That if the Lycan is seen by the Seer, they're going to be seen as a werewolf.
Good
I
point.
forgot we had the Lycan in this game.
Yeah, I did too until just now. I'm like, wait.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
I mean, the other thing is it doesn't matter as much right now when there's lots of people, but if the Sasquatch converts to a werewolf, it is one less villager vote. Like if we do figure out who a werewolf is, it's one less vote that would be on board for that. So that matters more later in the game when the numbers are lower, but still.
Right.
I'm curious what Crystal thinks. She's been kind of quiet.
Generally am at the beginning of the game. Not a lot so far. I am taking notes, and I have a couple hunches of who I think are villagers, but no hunches on folks that I actually think are on the werewolf team as of yet.
I have a question for you, Crystal and Jesse. Why did you vote down to not kill anyone yesterday? I'm just curious.
Because if there was a Sasquatch, they're now a werewolf. Like that was the only reason. That's the whole point of having a Sasquatch.
I've often wondered.
It's just so that you kill everybody or somebody each day.
Yeah. No, I agree. I've often wondered if it would be better not to kill the first day, and so I guess we'll see how it goes. I haven't been on a game.
Now that we've got that over with, we don't have to worry about not killing people anymore, right? Because there's no other penalties for not killing people.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right, correct.
Right. Except the werewolves
that's
can kill someone every night.
Right.
Possibly.
So we miss out on possibly killing a werewolf.
Right.
But we're definitely not going to
Yeah.
kill a villager. So
Yeah, at some point we're going to have to kill someone, or it's just going to be too late.
So, Sonia, are you always a villager still?
Pretty much. It's a little bit different tonight, I guess, because of all the new faces. So it's just a little bit different tonight.
Different than usually being a villager? That's weird.
Is that a hint?
No.
It's usually because she's playing the game while driving somewhere. It's really bizarre.
Well, that could be a possibility again this evening. See, that just proves that I'm a villager. What can I say? I'm a villager on the go.
Doug?
Yes.
Do you have any special abilities that we might find useful?
I have no particular insight other than what's been made public. I would love some. I don't know if we have I know it's tricky if the Seer knows something, can steer us. I know he doesn't want to reveal himself. We don't want him to, himself or herself, but yeah, we definitely need some information. But I have nothing specific.
Crystal mentioned that she had some hunches about who villagers were. I'd be interested to see who her strongest hunch is and why it's me.
Probably Nam, because Nam is usually, when he's a werewolf, very talkative early on in the game. And I don't know what's going on with you tonight, Nam, but you're so quiet. So I was like, maybe he's a villager. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still watching the 5 women in this game because I don't think that there would not be a werewolf in those 5. So I'm watching you, Crystal.
Okay.
That's very
I'm
threatening.
definitely a villager.
Do I have a nomination, please?
Kenton, what are you thinking?
I'm mostly just watching right now. I don't really have a whole lot of insight into anybody. This is my first game of Werewolf, so just trying to gather some data here. I have a couple ideas, but nothing concrete enough to put forward a nomination yet.
It's always scary when someone calls you out, so I thought it was your turn.
Would Manny be one of those ideas that you have? You think Manny might be a little sketchy? Kenton?
I am definitely a villager.
Do I have a nomination?
Villager.
Or are we going to nominate to kill no one again?
I mean, if we don't have enough information on anyone, we already let the Sasquatch become a werewolf. We don't have to worry about have to nominate someone. I mean, if we keep the pool larger, that means the Seer will have more chance to survive.
Yeah, plus
There's more chance for them to whiff too.
Chupacabra has a chance to kill the werewolves or whatever too, so that helps our odds, I guess, at night, like to maybe be a little bit more even.
Is tomorrow the day or is tonight the night the drunk finds out?
Tomorrow's the day the drunk will find
Tomorrow
out
morning.
what they really are.
Okay.
They need one more night to sleep it off.
I like the logic of
sense.
not necessarily killing somebody, giving the Seer more time, giving the what was it, the other Chupacabra some time to get rid of some werewolves possibly. However, depending on how many werewolves we have, villagers can go down pretty quick. But I'm okay with not killing anybody.
I'm not necessarily saying we should kill somebody, but I will point out one of the main ways that we get information is by how people vote. So we could just not kill people, but then we're probably not going to get a lot of information either.
That's true.
So we got to nominate somebody in order to get some information. Then.
I need some sort of nomination.
I will nominate Manny.
All right, Nick is nominating Manny. Is there a second for that?
I'll second it.
Jigsaw seconds it. Manny, what's your defense?
I've been quiet just because it's my first game, but I'm definitely a villager, and I think it'd be a mistake to kill me now.
A clue.
That sounds
All right. This is thumbs for Manny.
Mistake.
Ready. 1, 2, 3. All right, Kenton. And I don't. Kenton is the only person to vote down. You're very, very safe, Manny. Do I have another nomination?
I don't know if Kenton is very, very safe.
I nominate Kenton.
Yeah, I second it.
Wait, who nominated Kenton?
Jigsaw.
Who nominated Kenton? Or was that
Maybe
a joke?
it was a joke.
I think Jigsaw did.
I think Jigsaw.
I thought someone nominated it, but sure, I'll nominate. Not.
Oh, okay. Jigsaw's nominate Kenton. Is there a second, a real second?
I second it.
Okay. Kenton, what's your defense?
I'm a villager. I voted for Manny because I'm just looking. There is just something about his behavior that has been reserved. That doesn't necessarily mean werewolf, but I figured we'd take a shot in the dark and try and get somebody before we got. But I am a villager.
All right, this is the second vote of the night. Thumbs ready? Ready. 1, 2, 3. All right, Eric, Nick, Jigsaw, Paul, Jenny, Sonia, Jordan, Matt, Manny. Wait, someone just blinked in and out. That was confusing. All right.
Sorry, my internet dropped off.
Crystal and Nam. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need to count these again here. Unfortunately, you are dead. That was Kenton, right?
Yep.
Kenton, you're dead, and Kenton was a villager. Good night, everybody. Matthias, are you frozen in time there? Got it. Okay, never mind. There was some weird poltergeist stuff going on. All right, it's fixed. Doesn't make sense in this game. Alrighty, let's start with the bodyguard. Bodyguard, who would you like to defend? Thank you. Werewolves, or werewolf if there's only one. Who would you like to take out? Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Chupacabra. Who would you like to take out? Thank you. Seer. Who would you like to know about? All right, good morning. All right, so I have good news and better news. The good news is only one person died last night. The better news is that it was Sonia, and she's a werewolf.
Ooh.
So
now she's a chupacabra?
No, now she's dead.
Oh.
Good night.
And whoever was the werewolf, not the werewolf, the drunk, I'll now tell you, if you're still alive, what you really were. Or am I just typing?
Could you type that again, Tom? I didn't get it.
No worries.
Yeah.
Oh.
All righty. And now there are 18, I think.
18.
Yep.
What was particularly suspicious about Kenton that some of you voted him off?
The reason I voted down is because he was just like, we'll just take a shot in the dark and maybe we'll take someone out. And to me, that seemed very sort of throwing off the fact that he might kill a villager. So that's the only reason I voted down for him. It seemed kind of
he was new
flippant.
and he was new, and I was thinking maybe he was trying to play some sort of game there and making that rush judgment. So that's why I just assumed he was a werewolf. But
I was kind of
probably not something.
suspicious.
I thought the whole reason we weren't killing the first night was because we didn't want to take shots in the dark. So that was why.
Yeah, he was the only one that thumbs down in the first vote, which I thought was just to
Yeah.
get information. So that's why I was suspicious.
I'm
So,
confused. Can someone explain to me how a werewolf died last night and no villagers?
The chupacabra.
Chupacabra killed him.
The hunter
bodyguard saved,
the
and then
bodyguard
chupacabra killed.
protected, and then the chupacabra.
Bodyguard.
Well, there's two
Hey, there's-
possibilities, Laura. They could have targeted the chupacabra, which means they can't kill him.
That too.
Or the bodyguard could have protected him. Or they could have collectively as a group decided not to kill anyone, trying to lose the game.
Okay, thank you.
Go werewolves. Keep pursuing that strategy. I appreciate it.
The last one's a good one.
Strategy. Yes, we like it.
Can I metagame slightly, or do we want to avoid that?
If you
I don't know what that
have
means.
to.
So sure.
I'm not a fan of metagames normally.
I know I'm not either. Okay, I won't do it. I won't say it then. That's fine.
Is it have something to do with something I've said, not said, paused?
Correct. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Sips his tea.
Oh, man.
Doug, what are you thinking?
Not really true.
I had a question. If the seer asked for the drunk's identity, he will find out. Well, that person would find out his true identity or the first.
No, if the seer asked for if it was the last 3 nights, the seer, anything they asked, if they asked me who the drunk was, I would have told them they were a villager.
All right.
Just like at any point in the game, if they ask me who the Lycan is, I'll tell them that the Lycan is a werewolf, even if they're not.
Yeah. So they could also find out who the chupacabra is, right?
No, I would tell them that all I'm saying is they are a werewolf or they're not a werewolf.
All right.
It seems like the chupacabra is like, can't they turn other people? How does that work again?
The only way there could be more than one chupacabra is if a chupacabra attacks the tanner.
The tanner.
Oh, okay. So if nobody gets lynched during the day, then that's better for the villagers, but it's also way better for the chupacabra because they can't be killed at night.
Yeah.
That's correct.
It's also better for the werewolves.
Yeah, but the werewolves can't. Yeah, but I mean, it's better for the werewolves, but there's so many villagers right now too. Like, I'm just wondering if it's more advantageous to the chupacabra or not.
Yeah,
I've never played with the chupacabra, and it seems like they had a big influence on the last game, right?
They did, but it's just how it worked out. The last game
Yeah.
also didn't vote to not kill anyone, so your game's already quite different. Also, you there's a dead werewolf. The last game didn't have a dead werewolf till like night 7.
Oh wow!
They killed their seer and bodyguard and Frankenstein in the first 3 days almost. But they won.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the last game I played, we had the Sasquatch alive, so like I'm trying to adjust my thinking to this one and the fact that there isn't one of those, so
Well, at this point, it's almost like the Sasquatch doesn't exist. They're just another werewolf.
Yeah, at this point, we're back to the original number.
they're a werewolf.
Okay, just because of how quiet he is, I'm starting to wonder a little bit about Spencer, to be honest.
Quiet.
I mean, I have no information really, but that's just kind of something I've seen him be more vocal in the past.
Well, I have no information about you.
Touché.
He told you.
What kind of information you want? I got lots.
Probably some you don't want to know.
Yeah.
It is the
Wait,
fifth
Frank-
game in the second row behind you. No, I don't.
I'm gonna need a nomination soon, please.
Oh.
Yeah, at this point, I'm strictly going on body language, which is not very reliable, but
Yeah.
kind of all I have.
we don't know how many
Didn't work out
werewolves
well.
we started the game out with, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No idea.
Lara, I want to defend right now because I'm thinking you're suspicious.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You think I'm suspicious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Nom has a werewolf radar, so
Yes.
That's true.
Oh wait, no.
Werewolf prodigy.
I think you have something to hide.
Spencer, does she have something to hide?
In the game or out of the game?
I need a nomination here, folks.
Okay. I have been observing Lara. I mean, I've said I have observed like those 5 women in the game because I'm just going with my Kali metagaming.
Okay, so we're going to be sexist about it.
Yeah.
Now,
No,
I fear for
then-
you on the YouTube
and it's
playing
just
of this video.
purely random. So
Okay, if
I
we're
mean-
going to go the route about going for the most vulnerable person, I think one of the people who's been the quietest has been Nom. So I nominate Nom.
no, and I nominate you. See,
I already
how-
nominated
how-
first.
Okay.
How she defend that?
Hang on.
I already nominated you.
Did you
And I'm
nominate her?
saying
Because I
that-
didn't
Did you
hear you
nominate?
say it. You said you were suspicious of her.
I think
Oh,
Lara
I
nominated
nominated Lara.
Nom first.
Yeah, I nominated Lara.
Did he? I didn't hear it.
Well, he was talking first, but she actually said she nominated Nom.
I think I agree with
Yeah, I
that.
think she said it first.
Yeah, all right. Now, well, if this fails, you can. We'll have first shot to nominate her. All right. Is there? Well, maybe there's not even a second. Is there a second for Nom?
I'll second.
Francisco seconds. All right. Nom, what's your defense? Which I'm sure is Laura.
I'm a villager. I've been trying to watch people the last couple of days to figure out who's the werewolf. Lara, I have like some criteria of people who's lying in the game, and Lara just fit all those criteria. Then that's why I wait until this day to point out Lara, which I think is definitely a werewolf. After I throw my suspicion on him, she completely become defensive, and she trying to counter nominate me. So this is definitely not a good execution. Lara is definitely a werewolf.
All right. We're voting on Nom real quick, and then we'll give Nom a chance to nominate if this fails. Okay. Ready. 1, 2, 3. All righty. Jordan and Francisco and Laura voted down, but that's it. Nom, you're quite alive. Nom, do you have a nomination?
In the middle, Lara.
Is there a second for that?
I'm willing to trade my life with her. If she turns out not a werewolf, you guys could hang me tomorrow because I'm pretty sure she's a werewolf.
We still have a third vote. We could do it tonight.
I don't have a second yet.
Someone please second. Because I'm betting my life on her. She's definitely a werewolf.
I'll second. I trust him.
All right, Katrina
Thank you,
seconds.
question.
All right,
Even
what's
though
your
he tried
defense?
to kill me.
He never told. He said he had several reasons why he thought, but he never said what they were.
At first, like Lara laughed a lot, so I'm trying to figure out if Lara is doing the relaxed laugh, like trying to laugh at the hilarious joke or like enjoying the game. But it's turned out that later on, I find a lot like her body language that show that she's actually doing nervous laugh, and nervous laugh means she has to be a werewolf. And I'm betting my life on this. So if she's turned out not to be a werewolf, you guys could hang me tomorrow, or not. I mean, it's all depend on the town.
All right. Well, we're voting on Laura here.
Don't I get to make my defense?
Oh, I thought you were. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Nom took a long time. I thought.
Nom is judge, jury, and executioner.
Laura, what's your defense?
All right, so I'll lay out the fact that Nom just talked a whole lot to cover his own butt. Sure does sound suspicious to me. Second of all, it's easy to watch people at night while everyone else is asleep. Isn't that interesting? So, all of those things I'm going to tell you, and this is only the second vote of the night. We still have a third vote. After you prove that I'm innocent, we can all hang Nom, and then we can cut down on the number of werewolves in this game. I rest my case.
Wow.
Okay. I already said I bet my life on this. So if Lara turns out not to be a werewolf, you guys could hang me later.
All right, we're voting on Laura here. Here we go. Ready? 1 is the second vote of the night. 1, 2, 3. All right, so Eric, Nick, Jigsaw, Katrina, And Crystal, Nam, and Jesse vote down, but that is not enough. Laura survives.
I nominate Nam.
Laura nominates Nam again. Is there a second for that?
Okay. You have the werewolf to back you up, Larry.
But
What?
Can you nominate twice?
Well, not in
As
a
long-
row.
Oh.
Hey, Nam, I've got a question for you. Why is it beneficial if we were wrong, if you were wrong, and we killed her and she was a villager? Why would that be a good thing for us to go ahead and kill you in retaliation? Because then that would be 2 dead villagers if you're a villager.
No, because I'm pretty sure she's the werewolf, so I'm betting my life on that.
There is no second, by the way.
Yeah, I nominate Lara again.
No, you can't. You just did.
Yeah, he could be the Tanner.
That's a good point.
No, I'm not Tanner.
I'm fascinated. I want to see the conclusion to this.
I know it's so much
After you say,
hold on. Let's
So
say
has my nomination already come off the table now?
Yeah, no one seconded
there
it.
was no
Sorry.
second.
let's say we don't kill anybody. If Nam goes down in the middle of the night, like that's
they wouldn't do that.
We'd lose the opportunity to
Or
possibly
if
get rid
Nam
of this
doesn't
werewolf.
go down in the middle of the night, won't that be suspicious on the
Or
next
if-
voting
well,
round?
No, because if the villagers are suspicious of Nam, the wolves could take somebody else and let the villagers kill him tomorrow.
Or what if he's a wolf and he survives the night because he's a wolf?
No,
That
Lara's
kinda
the
goes
one.
for both of you.
I mean, you guys, the town make a mistake because I already bet my life on Lara. So if you kill
And you
Lara,
lost because you're a werewolf.
No.
He
This
hasn't
might
lost
be
yet.
kind of wild, but
You are the werewolf.
This might be kind of wild, but
You're trying to counter.
Or that's also going to look bad if y'all kill me and then I'm a villager.
I think
Because I
Jigsaw
am.
has a bad connection. Jigsaw, what were you saying?
No, I just said that this might be something weird. I think they both get werewolf, and this is just kind of an act. I don't know. It just seems
He's
kind of
not
off.
an act. I'm town. He's
That was
not
so
an
nice
act.
of you to say that.
Bad
I mean,
idea.
town definitely made a mistake by saving Lara and those werewolves who back her up. Because she's, if you kill her and you know her role, you have more information on me, more information on everyone, and everyone vote. But since you guys didn't do that, we just lost the opportunity. And we have to deal with Lara later on.
I'll say I have information on Nam, and we should have killed him on this third vote.
You're a werewolf. You could claim anything, but I know you're a werewolf.
You said you've
I
got
need a
information,
third
right?
nomination.
I
from
do.
Anybody,
Tom, where are we at?
anyone except Nam can't vote. Nominate Laura, and Laura can't nominate Nam. But anyone else can nominate anyone, and either one of you can nominate someone else.
I bet my life on Lara. If Lara is not a werewolf, you guys could consider to hang me later on. And that's information.
How valuable is an internet life, really?
But just see how after I said that I will exchange life with her, and how many saving votes she still have.
I'm gonna.
Nam, you say you're a villager, right?
I was gonna. Nam, fool me once, me. I'm
No,
gonna nominate.
I'm not
I'm gonna
fooling
nominate
you.
Laura.
Nam's nominating Laura. Is there a second
Nick
for
is.
that? Nick's nominating Laura. Is there a second?
I second
Someone
it.
please second.
Okay.
I second it.
Laura, you've been nominated again. What's your defense?
I'm the Seer, and I saw that Nam is a werewolf.
Okay, nice try. I
What
know
else
you're a
did you
werewolf.
see? If you're calling yourself out as a seer, what else did you see? Who's good? Who's bad?
And which nights?
I only became a seer after Larry died.
You're
So
the drunk
no one
seer?
Else, no one else claims to be.
She's
seer,
the-
right?
So she's the Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
She's not a Frankenstein.
So who else did you see? Because Larry was the first death.
I've only been seer for one night.
I mean, she's claiming either the drunk seer or the Frankenstein seer.
He's not a Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
I'm Frankenstein.
Died the first night.
No. You just
Larry
counted
died
that
immediately.
to let her
Anybody
live.
else?
She's the werewolf.
All right, well, it's time to vote here, folks. If this vote,
Nobody else is.
Oh man.
no matter what happens after this vote, night is happening. All right, ready?
Oh goodness.
1, 2, 3. All right, Eric, Nick, Jigsaw, Matt, Ben, and Nam vote down. That's not enough. It is Laura, you do not die. No one dies. Everyone go to sleep, please.
Oh, goodness.
All right. That's why I love Werewolf. I've seen something I've not seen before. Okay. We'll start with the bodyguard. Bodyguard, who would you like to protect that cannot be the same person as the previous night? Thank you. Werewolf or werewolves? Who would you like to take out? Thank you. Chupacabra. Who would you like to take out? Thank you. Seer. Who would you like to know about? Alrighty, good morning, everybody. After an eventful day yesterday, collateral damage has occurred. Eric, you're dead. Eric was a villager. And that's all. No one else died last night, just Eric. And we're back on.
Oh,
thank you,
bye,
Eric.
Oh boy.
Okay. I just want to point out that I could be a Lycan, but Lara's definitely not Frankenstein because she's claiming so conveniently.
Let's point out that Nom
and she-
said, if I'm
Yeah,
wrong, and
you
you can kill me this
Yeah,
time.
yeah, sure. I mean,
So,
I would
let's
put
do it.
my point of view first. Yeah. Lara
So-
just claimed to be a seer and have only one seer check, and that's on me who's pushing on her, and she just kind of nominated me that I am a werewolf. So it does kind of make sense that she's a werewolf.
I'd like to clarify the math because
Yeah.
if Larry was a seer and he died the first night, and you're the Frankenstein, Laura, and then you picked up his role, this is now 3 nights since then, but there was only one piece of information given out. Like
Larry didn't die the first night.
Yeah, I did.
Who died the first night?
I died the first night.
Well, okay,
Kenton died the second night.
right.
Oh,
So
Kevin
there was,
died during the day, didn't he?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenton died during the
yeah,
day.
and then Sonya died.
And then Larry.
Sonya died was a werewolf.
Nobody
So
else is claiming to be
nobody
a
died,
seer.
yeah.
No, yeah, she's right. She would have only seen one because Larry would have seen on the night that he died.
I nominate
that's what I
Nom.
wanted to
Died on the
clarify.
first night.
So who'd you
right?
see last night?
She didn't see anyone because she's just came that to counter pushing me.
Here's
did
the
you see
thing.
last?
I'm afraid to say anything now if there's not a bodyguard here to protect me. But
Well,
you know what? I'm also a
The
villager.
bodyguard protected you last night.
So
And I'll still
She's not a
win if the villagers
Frankenstein.
win. It was Jigsaw, and Jigsaw is a werewolf too.
She's not a Frankenstein.
That's
I
hot.
nominate Nom.
Spicy.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
second Nom.
Yeah.
So in
Tom,
the
what's
two
your
nights that
defense?
you've been the seer, you hit 2 werewolves? I don't
Yes.
think I've seen that very often.
Lara is not the seer. She should do that to counter nominate me, who was suspicious on her and found out who's the werewolf. She's the werewolf. And this is not a good execution. We should hang Lara today.
Well, here's our chance to find out. If
Well, we're
we,
voting on you, Nom, not me.
if we
No,
get rid of
no.
Nom,
This
we'll
is
find
vote
out.
for Nom. This
Maybe.
is vote number 1 of the night. Let me click to a count
I am a
here.
villager. She's gonna take me down.
Okay, ready? Sorry, I need to do something. 1, 2, 3. All right, Doug, Paul, Katrina, Jordan, Matt, Manny, Spencer, Francisco, Laura, and Jesse. That's 10. That's enough. Nam, you're dead. Nam, are you a werewolf?
Yes, I am.
All righty. Good night, everybody.
Yes.
All righty. Thank you, Nam. All righty. Hey, maybe that was the only werewolf. It's possible. All righty. We'll start with the bodyguard if they're still alive. Bodyguard. Remember, you can't defend the same person 2 nights in a row. Who would you like to defend? Thank you. All right, werewolf or werewolves, if you're still alive, who would you like to take out? Thank you. Chupacabra, who do you want to take out? Survive the night. Thank you. Seer, who would you like to know about? Thank you. Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Alrighty, some not surprising news and surprising news. The not surprising news, Laura is dead.
No.
And Laura was a villager, but also Matthias is dead, and Matthias was a werewolf.
I said it! I said it!
Nice. Nice.
I knew it!
All righty, Matthias
said
and
it?
Laura, thank you for playing.
Bye.
And now we are down to 14.
I nominate
nominate
Jigsaw.
I didn't get my papers ready yet. All right,
bored.
who nominated Jigsaw?
We all did.
Didn't.
Everybody.
Everyone did.
All right, fine. Jigsaw, what's your
Second.
defense?
I don't know why there's this massive mob right inside my house right now, but it's a little
Dude,
frightening.
we got the pitchforks, man.
Some fur under
I
the
don't know.
door.
I wish I had some more information. I'm not a special anything, just a regular old villager. So this is not going to go how you think it's going to go. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Jigsaw, would you like to throw any other werewolves under the bus?
And up to the very end.
All right.
I would absolutely like to throw Doug under the bus.
Wow.
Whoa.
The drama.
All right, ready?
You know what? I thought Doug too.
Ready? 1, 2,
I'm the new nom.
3. Okay, well, there was one positive vote. That's you, Jigsaw. Was Jigsaw a werewolf? Yes, he was. All righty, good night, everybody.
Oh, man.
All right. Maybe there's no werewolves left. It's possible. We'll find out. We'll start with the bodyguard. Who would you like to defend tonight? Tonight. All righty. Thank you. All right. If there are any werewolf or werewolves left, who would you like to take out? Thank you. Chupacabra. Who would you like to take out? Thank you. And Seer. Who would you like to know about? All right, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Unbelievable news. Not a single person died last night. Woo! Probably.
How many werewolves has that been? 4?
Sonia, Nam,
Yes.
Jigsaw, and
Matthias.
Yes. Which one of them could have been Frankenstein?
Probably at least one more, I would say, because the Sasquatch happened.
I mean, yeah, Sasquatch is what I meant to say.
Was Laura the Sasquatch? Or I'm sorry, the Frankenstein then?
Yes.
Or was
That's what she said.
All right.
That's what she said, yeah.
The other thing I was thinking is the bodyguard could have saved Laura if they were still around, because the night before somebody else was killed by the werewolf, so they would have been able to save her if they were around.
It's possible they may have saved her the night before for no
Yeah,
event.
they probably.
Well, somebody else died the night before.
So
I forget who.
as a werewolf, you just kind of assume, at least that's one thing, is you assume that the seer is being protected by the bodyguard, so you don't waste your vote.
Lara, she could have been both, right?
Oh,
In theory,
bodyguard.
She could have been both.
She
the
could have been
bodyguard and the
both.
seer.
Yeah. If she was Frankenstein.
True.
But she wasn't the hunter because she would have killed someone else.
Right.
So the hunter's still out there somewhere.
Hunter is still around.
So I just have to bring it up. Jigsaw threw Doug under the bus.
Did.
Like,
And
there
he
could
had
be-
some eyebrows.
Someone else said they thought it was Doug also, right? I thought I heard that.
Was that
yeah,
you, Nick?
I said that.
Personally,
I
my-
thought it was Doug earlier in the game because I watched him play before, and he just like flies under the radar, and he's like super slippery. Which, don't get me wrong, Doug, I really admire it.
Well, I would
But with the
recommend.
werewolf. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's all right. I was saying I would recommend not getting rid of me because I can help you guys out.
All right.
Why would he throw in? Why would he
would-
literally throw another werewolf under the bus, though?
Right. That's what
That
I'm
was
thinking.
weird.
To me,
It's
I
the
think
Sicilian thing,
He
you
would
know.
still
I know
win.
that you know.
So, Doug, did you vote to kill Nam or to save him?
I think I voted to save him. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't remember who voted to
Well, we
save
voted
Nam.
a few times on him. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, but the last one.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
save.
Mhm.
Hey,
He
Doug,
could-
you said you could help us out. What do you have?
He could be the bodyguard or hunter.
Well, I'm not sure I want to totally reveal, but
Of course.
you know,
Are you drunk?
Bill?
no.
I will say, Doug, I looked back, I took screenshots. Doug did vote up for Nam and down for Laura.
Screenshots. Creepy.
I thought.
Sorry, that's the only way I keep track. I can't write fast
Well,
enough.
and I can tell you why I did that. Nam is a good player, and
Yes.
and Laura is, I believe, a good actress, and so I was suspicious of her for a while, but I then, obviously now we all know, but yeah, I was suspicious. I was falling for it a little bit and wasn't sure. So, but yeah, Nam's a good player, so I tend to trust him. But he was also he really went overboard on it, I think, though. So it was, yeah, it was. I didn't know. I mean, none of us really knew, but he was going for it. That's for sure.
I just think that Nam's argument was pretty bad. Like, I think at least one woman is a werewolf. I think it wasn't convincing for me.
Yeah,
That's why at the beginning
yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's a terrible idea. That's why I voted down every time to kill Nam.
All right.
I'm a little suspicious of Ben because after Laura told us she was the seer, he was one of the people who voted down to kill her anyway. And the other people were Jigsaw, Nam, and Matthias. So I don't know if that means he's obviously a werewolf. It just made him suspicious in my eyes.
So the reason I voted down for her was because she started out by saying she was a seer, and then by the end of it, she was saying she was Frankenstein. So I didn't really understand why you would come out with your role, but say seer instead of Frankenstein. That didn't make sense to me. And I mean, they were both going at each other, so kind of just had to pick one of them, and she already seemed suspicious because of that. So.
Well, do I have a nomination?
Tom, I just want clarity. So let's say hypothetically we have taken out all the werewolves. Do the villagers now want to take out the chupacabra?
That's correct. Chupacabra's on their own team, and if all the werewolves are dead, then the chupacabra, when they attack people, doesn't matter if they'll start killing villagers.
We can still kill the chupacabra even if there's werewolves left, right?
I'm sorry, what?
We can still kill the chupacabra even if there's werewolves left.
That's correct.
Like if we during the day.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I'm just thinking that at this point, since nobody died last night, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Somebody
Nobody died
did.
last night. And
Didn't somebody die?
Oh.
No.
I don't
think so.
Not last night.
So I feel it feels really I'm trying to think of the word, like, I don't know. It feels unlikely that the bodyguard hit it. Got the right person, because I feel like we don't have enough information of the people currently still in the game to be able to like get it perfect like that. But also the chupacabra last night would have killed a villager. Is that correct? If
there's no werewolves and
can't
just
kill
a
villagers.
chupacabra, they'll kill a villager. Yes.
They would have killed a villager last night.
Unless they were the villager could have been protected by the hunter.
The bodyguard protects the villagers.
All right, that's what I meant. The bodyguard.
Ignore what I just said. I talked myself out of it.
So either the bodyguard or the chupacabra tried to kill, or the werewolves tried to kill a chupacabra, and they can't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Or the chupacabra might have tried to kill the tanner, in which case the tanner would become the chupacabra.
Yes,
Right.
and if such a thing would happen, I would just tell you no one died or that person would get killed.
Which could mean somebody else became a werewolf too, actually.
Yeah, but there's enough dead people now. You could have two chupacabras running around.
Yeah.
There's no reasoning with them, though. I mean, I don't know how they'd come to a conclusion to kill somebody, you know?
All right, well, I'm going to need a nomination here, folks. Or another nomination to have no kills.
We could go to sleep, and if no one dies, then we can assume there's no werewolves.
No, because the chupacabra was
Because they'll kill a villager.
Kill one of us.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I know, it's...
Yeah, get confused.
Hey, can I hear from Matt? He hasn't said anything like the whole game.
I've been talking a lot.
Yeah, he's
like a lot.
Oh shit, my bad.
Like all the freaking time.
Well, there's so many
That was
windows.
you.
I'm having a hard time looking around to see who's talking by the time they stop talking. Sorry.
Well, okay, so Jesse, you were one of the first ones to nominate Matthias, who ended up being a werewolf. So
yeah,
I also have a suspicion about Doug.
Yeah, I say I'm okay with you, so I'm not going to counter back at you with anything. So carry on.
Oh well, yeah, I didn't mean anything by it. Sorry.
Yeah,
I still need a nomination here, folks.
But Jigsaw was a werewolf, so I don't think we should trust him.
Well, Manny's been really quiet. Do you have anything to say?
Are you? I feel like we just went through this wave of getting rid of all of our information, and now we're kind of back to square one again. So that's why I've been quiet.
Sure,
Honestly,
but
in that mindset
I'm not
too.
asking for quiet people to talk. I'm asking for a nomination. And if I don't get one, we're all going to bed. 15 seconds, or that's it.
I'll nominate Ben.
I second it.
Jenny nominates Ben, and Spencer seconds it. Ben, what's your defense?
I mean, I feel like I already defended it, but I'm a villager. I'm not anything special. So if you don't trust me that much, then I guess go for it. But
all right, this is vote number 1. Everyone get ready. 1. This is for Ben. 1, 2, 3. All right, Nick, Doug, Katrina, Jenny, Manny, Spencer, Francisco, and Jesse voted down. That's enough. Ben, you're dead. What are you?
I was a werewolf.
A werewolf.
Yes.
All right, good night, everybody. Huh. Well, what do you know? Another good day. Alrighty, we'll start with the bodyguard. Who would you like to protect tonight? Thank you. If there's any werewolf or werewolves left, who would you like to take out? Thank you. Chupacabra. Who would you like to take out? Thank you. And Seer. Who would you like to know about? Got it. Alrighty, good morning. Only one person died last night, and that person was a villager, and that person was Spencer. I'm sorry, Spencer. You're dead. All right. Now that Spencer's gone, we are down to 11. Go for it.
Spencer nominated Ben, right?
No, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I think he seconded it.
I trust you, Jenny, till the end of the game.
Thank you. So can we safely assume that there's probably, I mean, we've killed 5 werewolves. Do we think it's only Chupacabra left, or do we think there's...
I think we got at least one Chupacabra left. I don't think we have any werewolves. That'd be a lot of werewolves.
Would 2 villagers die if we had werewolves and Chupacabra left?
I'm sorry.
Like during
No, they can't kill. They can't kill.
They
the
can't kill
villagers.
if there's no,
unless-
oh right, because
Yeah.
there's no werewolves. Gotcha. Okay.
Also, the end of the game, when there's the same number of werewolves as there is villagers, they win. In this case, for that to happen with the werewolves or the Chupacabra, it would have to be the same amount as everyone else. They have to beat the other team, too, if there's any of that team left. So right now, you know there's not 6 werewolves and or not 6 Chupacabras.
Good to know.
Got it. Okay.
So if all the villagers die, I'm curious, if all the villagers die, then the werewolves and chupacabras have to kill each other?
That would be correct.
Oh, interesting.
And the werewolves can only kill the Chupacabra by voting them off.
What a weird situation.
Wouldn't think that would take too long.
Well, remember, there's only one Chupacabra. At most, there could be 2.
So if we kill the chupacabra, you're just gonna say if it's a villager, though, right?
No, if you guys vote
We
to
would win.
hang the Chupacabra and it succeeds, I'll say you've killed the Chupacabra or a Chupacabra.
Oh, okay.
So I think Jigsaw said we should kill Doug because he may have tried to kill him before and they couldn't because he was a Chupacabra. So that's the only thing.
Oh, you think
that does
so?
make sense?
Yeah.
Maybe that could be. That's actually.
His name is Jigsaw.
Mm-hmm.
He's insane. Okay.
Well, he has like 5 movies.
Well, he's rich, but he's still insane.
Look at his collection, man. He's
Sound
rich.
reason.
All right, I'll nominate Doug.
I'll second it.
All right, Katrina nominates Doug. Francisco seconds it. Doug, what's your defense?
My defense is that we are doing really, really good. We've eliminated a lot of werewolves, and I think we're on a good track here. I think that getting rid of me is going to be a mistake that you will regret, but I don't know how to tell you that other than, have you ever seen a werewolf wearing pink?
Yes. The
Have you?
last
Okay.
game, you were a werewolf.
Oh, well, okay.
So
But
don't know what color chupacabras wear.
But Doug also said earlier that he could help us. So maybe, what did you mean by that? Now's your time. Is it because you're a chupacabra and you can cure werewolves?
Yeah.
Right. That's it.
That's exactly it. Yeah. That's probably
Wow.
right.
It's a mob mentality out there. Well, okay, I guess it is a werewolf game, but yeah, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it would be safe to totally reveal too many roles right now. Any roles really, but yeah, I mean, do what you feel like you got to do. But I think I have some
4 people that I've marked as safe. If you want to come out as a role and like lean towards that, like we're pretty close to get there.
Sorry.
Yeah,
can
I
you
really-
say that one more time, Matt? What'd you say?
So I have 4 people that I've marked as safe, and if Doug wants to kind of claim a role, then that's going to help narrow things down. But if you,
I don't want to come out, but I can tell you a couple that I believe that I'm 99% sure are safe, and you can add that to what you've got. I believe that Katrina and Manny are safe.
I agree with Katrina. I don't have enough information on Manny yet.
I've got some pretty good information on Manny. I feel like he's safe. So, I want to do everything I can to help the villagers.
All right, it's time to vote on Doug. Here we go. This is the first vote of the day. Sorry. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. Nick, Paul, Jenny, Matt, Francisco, Crystal, and Jesse all vote to kill. Doug, that's enough. Doug, you're dead. Are you anything?
I am. Am I supposed to reveal what I am? My role?
Yeah, you're the chupacabra.
Yeah, chupacabra. Okay. Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
But I helped you guys out.
Appreciate it.
All righty. Well, the game seems to be continuing. That means there could be 1 or more werewolves or another chupacabra. We'll see. All right, we'll start with the bodyguard. Who would you like to defend? Thank you. All righty. If there's any werewolf or werewolves left, who would you like to kill? Thank you. Chupacabra. Who would you like to take out? Thank you. And Seer. Who would you like to know about? All righty, good morning, everybody. Another death. It's getting sad, but Jenny, you're gone. Thank you for playing. Jenny was a villager. All right, and now there's 8. Now that there's 8, let me count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's 9. Sorry, there's 9. Now that there's 9, we no longer need a second for a nomination. So be careful when you nominate because it will be taken seriously.
So it's possible that there's still 1 more chupacabra because if he had attacked the Tanner, then they would have joined his side. So that's just a possibility out there.
So if that happened and the Tanner converted, then if we kill him, then he doesn't win as a Tanner. He would lose as a chupacabra.
Right. Or a werewolf if he got converted to a werewolf.
Well,
Right now we started with 5 werewolves or we have 5 werewolves dead and 1 chupacabra dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then so if we started with 5 werewolves and the Tanner and the Sasquatch converted, that'd be 7 total werewolves out of a 21-person game. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, everyone who voted to kill me was a werewolf at the beginning. So
is there anybody
I
left?
think we got them all.
Who voted to kill you?
I have Eric, Nom, Matthias, and Ben.
Eric wasn't aware.
Oh, you're keeping a death list, Deadpool.
Who was trying to kill me? Yeah.
Yes. So I have a little theory, guys. Katrina has nominated every one of the villagers, just about, who were killed, and so I'm just guessing she might be a chupacabra or whatever in the heck they're called.
I only voted for Lara, and Doug, and Nom had me. Nom had me, but
Kenton.
What'd you say?
And Kenton, right?
I didn't nominate him. I voted for him, but I didn't nominate him.
That was a nomination.
It was Jigsaw and Sonia.
So I'm just saying that is one theory I have.
So Matt, you tried to say something, but your mic was off.
Yeah, I was looking at the number count, and then I think I turned my mic back on, so I'm good now.
But you said you trusted like 5 people. You think you could share that?
Yeah, so I trusted 4 people. Jenny was one of them, but she just got offed. But that was based on their werewolf voting patterns. So I don't know if this is translating into the chupacabra, if we only have the chupacabra left. So I'm kind of reevaluating things. But in terms of the werewolf, Nick, Jesse, and Katrina were the ones that I still had safe left on my list that that a werewolf had nominated them first and someone else had seconded, because it's unlikely that the werewolf would have nominated one of their own.
Do I have a nomination?
I'll nominate Katrina. I just want to hear what she has to say about why she voted on all the villagers down.
All right, Katrina, what's your defense?
Well, this is my first game ever, so I have that, but I am just a villager. I'm having fun. That's my only defense, sorry.
All right, then let's
Good
vote.
survival
for Katrina.
skills.
This is vote number 1. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, just you, Crystal. Everyone else voted up. That's vote number 1. Do I have another nomination?
I'll vote Crystal.
Yeah,
All
I'll
Katrina
second that.
nominates Crystal. Crystal, what's your defense?
I'm the bodyguard. Just a heads up. I can go through the list of who I saved if you'd like. But the first night I saved Katrina, the second night myself, the third night Laura, the fourth night Jordan, the fifth night myself again, and then Doug.
Thank you, Crystal.
And then Francisco the last night.
Who were you successful with?
Well, I don't know for sure because of this whole chupacabra thing. I think I had to have been successful on night 5 because no one died, right? So night 5, that would have been.
Anytime a werewolf didn't die, you should have been successful.
No, I was.
Anytime a villager didn't die.
Villager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So night 1.
That is not 100% accurate. Just so you know, if the werewolves attempt to attack the chupacabra, they can't kill them.
Okay. Oh, that's true. That's true.
So that's a possibility also. I'm not saying if it was or not, but just it could be.
It could have been night 2 and it could have been night 5. Night 2, I saved myself, and night 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, I saved Jordan.
You tried to kill me?
No, I tried to save you.
No, they tried to kill me.
Oh,
rude.
Nobody died night 5.
Sure.
So
All
that's
right,
all I
we're
know.
voting on Crystal now. This
Keeping
is vote
track.
2 of the night. Ready?
Taking names.
1, 2, 3. Okay,
Wow.
there's no down votes. All right.
I find your record keeping excellent.
Yes.
Now remember,
It's going to get me in trouble the next game. I'm telling you.
For the third vote, if it is a positive vote, then we just go to sleep without having killed anyone. So that's legit. It's up to y'all. But I do need a third nomination.
Jesse, why are you being so quiet?
I'm just watching. Last game I played, I was like super involved. This is my second game, and so I think, and Nick will tell you, I think I'm just trying to like sit back and trying to read everybody's faces a little bit more. I think at the beginning of the game, it's kind of just like a crapshoot. I think now that a few people have talked a little bit more, like the fact that you nominated Crystal, now we know that she's the bodyguard. Like, you know, a lot of that stuff is really useful. So I don't know. Like I'm still trying to figure all this out, but that's why.
I think Jesse's on my safe list. I forget why. I think he nominated a werewolf that got killed or something.
Yeah, well, I thought Doug was a werewolf. Turns out he was a chupacabra, and Matthias was acting funny since the beginning. So, like every time he would talk his thing, or every time you'd say something to him, he'd get all weird and his whole.
Well, let me look up too.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, I need a nomination, or we go to sleep without killing anyone. That's the consensus.
I have to get like, is it better odds if we kill someone or not kill someone? I don't know.
I think we should
If
kill
there's only-
someone.
Yes, I think we should kill someone.
Manny, what's up? You got something to say?
Well,
It's been quiet.
Cross-referencing Matt's safe list and Crystal's safe list, I think that just leaves Paul. Unless I'm
Well, that was their safe list for werewolves, though.
Yeah. But I
Yeah,
think we
that's
should trust Manny because Doug, I think he tried to kill Manny and he couldn't. That's why he said he trusted Katrina and Manny.
I need a nomination.
I guess I'm gonna nominate Nick because he hasn't been speaking as
All right,
usual.
Nick, you've been nominated. What's your defense?
I feel like I'm standing on the shoulders of giants, and it's amazing to me that I'm still here. I was fooled by Nam. I'm very upset about that. I'm friends with him on Facebook, and I'm going to talk to him later about this. But I was bewitched. I'm still trying to observe. That's really all I can say.
All righty. Remember, after this vote, whether
Do you
it's
have any hunches, Nick, on anything?
I've had
Do you have
hunches
any
on Manny.
hunches?
To be honest, I've had hunches on Manny. I have spoke his name earlier. I haven't on Jordan because he's just a very hateful person, and I don't want to be personal about this. Paul,
Thank you.
it's okay.
I'd hate to bring that into the game.
Well, I do agree with the fact that Doug said that Manny was good, probably because he tried to kill him, which meant he probably is a villager.
okay. Again, to clarify, after this vote, whether it's Nick dies or lives, we go to sleep. Got it?
But Paul, your expressionless face totally freaks me out. I just wanted to say that.
All right. Voting for Nick. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. Paul, Katrina, Jordan, Francisco, and Jesse vote down. Nick, you're dead. And Nick was a werewolf. Good night, everybody.
No!
Oh my God.
All right. Well, that's good. That's good. You're feeling good here. All righty. We'll start the night off with the bodyguard. Who would you like to protect tonight? Thank you. All right. If there's any werewolf or werewolves left, who would you like to take out? Thank you. Chupacabra. If there's any left, who would you like to take out? Thank you. Seer. Who would you like to know about? All right. Thank you. All right. Good morning, everybody. Another death, another day. Matt, you're gone. Matt was a villager. And now there are 7 of you.
Oh, gosh. Who?
So how many werewolves
What is
has that been?
left?
I'm feeling a lot of anxiety right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could tell, but I am on the inside.
Also, who voted to save Nick? that round.
I did. I did not think Nick was and I didn't think it was a chupacabra. I didn't know there was a werewolf.
Okay, Francisco's all giggly looking. Jordan kind of looks a little giggly too.
I'll be at Nick's hand reaching up from the grave is
Yeah,
really
it's funny.
That's good. I don't know if that was on
just
purpose,
excited
but
that we
I
get to
appreciate
That's
that.
awesome.
Bessie, you're muted.
Sorry, I'm over here talking. So how many werewolves are that's like 6?
That means 6, right? So that means
Plus
3
a chupacabra?
Plus a chupacabra.
Or that means 5 plus the Sasquatch, right? Unless
And-
a tanner got turned by a werewolf, so that would have been 4. But no, that couldn't be because then we
Tanner would
I
be
think that's
turned
likely.
into
Nobody has
chupacabra.
really played the Tanner well this game. I mean, we've been sitting here without suspicion.
So well, the tanner only wins if he gets killed during the day, right?
Right.
Unless he gets
He
turned into
probably
a
got
chupacabra.
killed randomly at night and turned.
Yeah.
I think by now we would have seen the Tanner like.
Yeah, I think the tanner has to have been changed to something, right? Because otherwise we would have had 5 werewolves at the start and
All right,
or
Francisco,
6
you seem
werewolves at the
giggly.
start.
What's
We're still
up?
going.
Oh no,
I
I'm
think.
just nervous.
You seem very giggly.
Yes, it's my dog.
I don't know.
I'm just guessing that as long as at the end of the game, Katrina, Manny, and Crystal live, we all win because that's as far as I know, or as far as I can understand, those are the only villagers that we know for sure are villagers.
I don't know that we know anything for sure right now.
I was convinced by Crystal's bookkeeping. It seemed pretty accurate. And she said that she went to save Jordan on the night where nobody died, right?
I think that's an excellent point, Paul.
Anyone want to nominate anybody?
Like, guys, I'm possibly going to die tonight, right? So, because you guys, believe me to be the villager or a villager, right? So, I'm got a big target on my back. I don't know if I can save myself tonight. So, we got to figure this out today. I can't save
guess,
anybody else after
you could
that.
call it Crystal.
Well, I nominate Paul.
All right, Paul, you've been nominated. What's your defense?
My defense is that I think everybody is cleared except for Jesse. So I think this is him just trying to end the round and get another kill in.
Jesse's the one that nominated Doug, though, right?
And
Well, Doug was a chupacabra, so Jesse wants him dead.
And Matthias.
So he dominated a chupacabra and he dominated a werewolf. To me, Jesse's the only one I know for certain is safe. I mean, I guess I could be wrong, but
All right, yep,
We
we're
had a
voting on
nomination.
Paul.
And I voted down on Nick.
All right, we're voting on Paul, just to clarify here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a completely unanimous. Paul, you're dead. What are you?
Villager.
All righty. Good night, everybody. All righty. Well, that was unexpected. Let's get through this night here. Bodyguard. Who would you like to defend tonight? Thank you. If there's a werewolf or werewolves left, who would you like to take out? Thank you. If there's a chupacabra or chupacabras left, who would you like to take out? Thank you. And if there's a seer left, who would you like to know about? Thank you. All righty, it's another day, another dollar. Except for Crystal, who did a good job bodyguarding, but she's dead.
Okay, I'm between Francisco and Manny. And Francisco's all giggly, so that's why I'm thinking.
See, I would just, if you're between those two, I would lean more towards Francisco because we already had that information about Manny.
Yeah.
That felt.
Well, and Francisco's so giggly, like that's why I'm mostly leaning that way. He's covering his mouth and.
I don't know. I'm just a villager, a Mexican villager, so we tend to get excited. And I'm just not understanding why aren't you? Or what did I say that didn't make you trust me? Because as far as I understand, Katrina and Manny are the only ones we know for sure are villagers. Because Doug tried to kill them and he couldn't, so that's why he said he trusted you both guys. So I don't know if you could explain me.
It's nothing that you said. It's just you're like smiling and covering your mouth.
All right.
Yeah.
To me, it's just
I
process.
agree. Your demeanor the past couple rounds hasn't been great.
Yeah.
For me, it's process of elimination. So if we know Katrina and Manny to be safe, and we know Jesse, based off of his voting record, seems to be, appropriate. And we all know me, of course, a villager.
Of course.
No, of course.
That leaves Francisco. So that, to me, it's not necessarily body language. It's just he's who's left.
I killed Nick, by the way.
So if we kill, if the hunter comes out, if we kill the hunter, do they kill somebody?
If the hunter dies, and they will immediately pick somebody without any input from anyone else.
Okay.
I think it's between Jordan and me. So I nominate Jordan.
All right, Jordan, you've been nominated. What's your defense?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. No, I think ultimately of the public information, the fact that Crystal saved me on a night, we know that she was the bodyguard. She saved me, and I did not die that night. I think at that point, I think that's the best defense I can give. I didn't write down any of my voting records, so I can't stand on that, but I can promise you it is crystal clear.
All right, voting for Jordan. Vote number 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's 3-2. Jordan's still alive.
Why vote no, Jesse?
Because I was just thinking about this. What happens if the Chupacabra was trying to kill Jordan and the hunt? I'm sorry, I keep getting these wrong. The bodyguard saved him from the Chupacabra. I don't know if all that makes sense. I was
no, that makes sense.
I was trying to keep track of so then that means he could possibly be a werewolf if the Chupacabra was trying to kill the werewolves early in the game.
Yes. Yeah, I think you're right there.
Like I think Tom threw us a curveball here, so I'm trying to anticipate all the different scenarios rather than just assuming.
Well, who are we nominating?
I'll nominate Francisco. Sorry.
All right, Francisco, what's your defense?
I'm just a villager with a lot of luck. That's why I'm still alive. And I have no powers, just a lot of initiative.
All right, voting for Francisco. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sorry, Francisco, you are dead. And he was a villager. Good night, everybody. All righty. We'll start with the bodyguard. Who would you like to protect? Thank you. If there's any werewolves left, who would you like to take out? Thank you. Chupacabra, who would you like to take out? Thank you. Seer. Thank you. All righty, good morning, everybody. Well, almost everybody. Jordan, you are sleeping forever as a villager. Jordan is gone. There is now 3 of you. The werewolves and or chupacabra have not yet won. This vote could be critical. What are you going to do? There's no nominations here. Once you all decide, you can either decide to kill no one, or you can just each vote for someone, and whichever one gets 2 of the other people's votes dies.
I vote for Manny.
Manny, you're muted.
Why?
Well, I'm going off of what everybody shared earlier, and Katrina's cuter than you.
He can say that. I'm his wife.
Yeah, that's true too.
I got all nervous there for a second.
Well, that puts me in a sticky situation, doesn't it?
But Jesse was the only one who voted down for. Who was it?
I voted for Matthias.
Voted for Doug and Matthias
and Nick.
So I think I trust Jesse more than Katrina.
Well, if it's not Manny,
I'm the villager. I'm between you two. Obviously, it's between you two, but I don't know. I don't know between you two, which is making me nervous.
All right, so just to clarify,
I don't
Jesse
wanna
is
pull a
accusing
Kyle.
Manny, and Manny's accusing Katrina. I need. Let me know.
It's a villager standoff.
Yeah.
Well, you already voted for or nominated him, right, Jesse?
Well, you didn't nominate him. He
Well,
just
there's
says
no
who you vote for. I'm
nomination.
going to call an official vote in a little bit. Just letting y'all talk it out.
Okay. All right, Manny, why should I trust you?
Because I'm the hunter.
And Jesse, why should I trust you?
Well, we're married.
Well, you've lied before.
Yeah. Well, listen, things happen in marriages. But also, I voted for Nick. I voted for Matthias. Voted for Doug, and I think my werewolf radar is pretty good so far.
All righty, let's call the final vote here. Jesse, who you voting for?
Manny.
Manny, who you voting for?
Katrina.
Katrina, who you voting for?
I don't know yet. Manny.
Manny, that's 2 votes. You're dead, but Manny was the hunter. Manny, you can take someone else out with you right now. Who?
You need to take Jesse out.
No
the
input
villager.
from anybody.
I'm taking Katrina.
All righty, and that is the end of the game, and that's a win for the werewolves.
Wow, Jesse, you MVP.
Yes!
And
Oh my God!
You're too good.
I'm muting everyone just for a second here.
Holy.
I'm muting. Hey, come on now. I'm muting everyone. Let me go over a little bit about what happened here real quick, and then you can all yell. So, yes, we started with 5 werewolves, although one of those werewolves, Matthias, was drunk, and he didn't know till day 3, which is why I think some of the werewolves went after him. But there were 5 werewolves. I put in a lot more werewolves with the chupacabra because the chupacabra, who was Doug and only ever Doug, would go after, because they hunt him down. So it evens out. Nick was the tanner, but the werewolves killed him, turning him into a werewolf. Manny was the hunter. Spencer was the Lycan, although that never came up. Larry was the seer, never got to say anything. Laura was Frankenstein. Crystal was indeed the bodyguard. And there you go.
Okay,
great ending.
Sasquatch.
Oh yeah, Sasquatch. So yes, the Sasquatch, who you all allowed to live, won the game.
Yes, yes.
Wow,
that is horrible.
I just
That
want
was
to say,
awesome.
I want to say,
convinced. Oh man,
you guys really should kill somebody on round 1.
I will never say.
Apparently.
I will never say not to kill the Sasquatch again.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
We will kill every round.
Never gonna want to see the end of that.
I want to say sorry to Lara if the argument got heated, because I know that because when I'm werewolf, I have to read people, read who's hiding something. I know you, especially a special abilities role, so I'm trying to kill you during the night, but I couldn't get to the consension with all the werewolves. That's why I know I have to kill. I have to push really hard to you during the day. So yeah.
You, Nom. Unfriending you.
I didn't even know you were a werewolf because I'm on my phone and I don't have that huge grid. And so the first night, like I was gonna nominate you, and so I was like, oh wait, like he's a werewolf, so I could only see one. So that's the only problem with using your phone. So that was
one of the problems. But
yes.
Yeah. I mean, I was just like searching for who has ability, and I read Lara correctly, and I trying to kill like 2 nights in a row, but all the werewolf trying to kill others, so I really had to like sacrifice myself to push.
Yeah, and
Lara.
there was one time. There was the one time I couldn't read your Post-it note. I couldn't even see the writing.
Yeah,
so
Nom, your background was killing us.
Yeah, that's what my fault. And then like when she came out of Frankenstein, I'm kind of like I kind of like bomb the werewolf team because they trying to support me. You guys just like kill me and just like don't arm yourself. But we'll get Lara next night.
Yeah, but Lara made for a very efficient seer. 2 werewolves is not bad.
And if I hadn't been killed, I was going to ask about Nick next. So maybe really I am in seer.
He wasn't a werewolf at that point.
Okay.
He was a
So
tanner.
I'm so glad that I threw Doug under the bus when I did, because I mean, otherwise I don't know if the werewolves could have won, because he would eventually found the other one.
Yeah, to the villagers, if you knew he was the Chupacabra, you probably should have kept him alive a little bit longer and let him hunt werewolves for you.
Yeah, but he called out Katrina and Manny, and they were at the end. He said they were both good, so he like gave them the information.
And we didn't know how many werewolves were left.
Yeah, very helpful.
I think there'd be like 6.
So how many total werewolves did we have? That was a lot.
There's a lot, but I'm telling you, with the Chupacabra, it evens out. And honestly, I thought the villagers had this one in the bag.
Me too.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, Jesse was so good. Yeah.
I was going to be a terrible
so well.
They had 2 chances because Katrina could have voted for him, and Manny could have shot him.
Yeah.
Jesse?
His
don't
voting
leave
record was too strong. I couldn't do it.
I'm glad I don't live with Jesse and Katrina tonight. That's going to be a night.
Such blind trust.
It's going to be real interesting after we end this call.
Hey, Jesse, I was really excited to join the werewolf team, and then I saw you vote against me.
Yeah, that was actually an accident. I didn't even know you were on the werewolf team.
I kept it to my head. I was like, hello.
Well, I was tracking all the werewolves, and there kept being more of them added, and I couldn't keep track. Sorry, man. But it really came in helpful.
Yes.
All righty, folks. Well, thank you so much for playing that. That was an absolutely smash-up game with a very exciting ending. I appreciate everybody. Thanks
you,
so
Tom.
much, and I'll see you all in the future.
Good job, Tom.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
So the Sasquatch is something I stick in games to keep people from just not killing anyone at night. But at the same time, they have that option. Here they chose that option, and it looked like it would work out very well for them. But at the very end, the Sasquatch is the person who won the game by becoming a werewolf. Now, in the Dice Tower meta, does this mean the Sasquatch will never make it again? It'll never go a night without killing someone? Who knows? I don't know how this will work. We'll have to wait and find out. But I thought that was a fascinating, interesting game. When it first started out, I thought, this won't be nearly as interesting as the first game. But wow, did some really fascinating things happen. An interchange between 2 people that was pretty strong there for a while. The Seer just nailing 2 werewolves. People thinking they killed all the werewolves, but they didn't. Lots of fun here. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching Werewolf on the Dice Tower.